your revenues up fast, you can use these simple methods to build your patient base. The first thing I want to talk about is navigating marketing challenges in clinics. So I want you to understand the difficulties clinics face in attracting new patients, and especially if you're new. If you're a new practitioner, you just got out of school, you don't have an established client base, this can be really challenging. Getting an established client base, then you can get the referrals. But if you don't have much of a client base, you won't be able to get a lot of referrals. So it's very competitive out there, depending on which profession you're in. And there's significant challenges for clinics because you have to market, you have to run a good business, and that's something that you weren't taught in school. It's very important that you learn these things through seminars and webinars like this one. You want to attract your ideal patient, so it's important to understand who your ideal patient is. I call it the avatar. So who is your avatar? What age are they? What demographic are you looking for? What income level? What types of health issues do they have? And that way you can speak their language. You can speak to their frustrations, their pain points, and then provide solutions to overcome those pain points. And that's where you're going to attract those new patients to your clinic. There's a number of different marketing options. I find there's a lot of marketers out there that are trying to help clinics. Some of them have a lot of knowledge and they're very experienced in the healthcare area. Some of them are not, and usually they charge a lot of money for this type of service. So it's important that you're informed, at least to understand the processes, and then you can hire somebody to help you with the marketing of your clinic. So the importance of digital marketing with social media now, with your website, with landing pages, let's say, some of the promotions you're doing. 90% of patients search online before they book an appointment. They're going to be checking out your reviews. It's important to continue to get good reviews. And if you don't have many, that should be a big focus in your clinic, is asking each satisfied patient for a review. And you want to establish a really good, strong online presence to attract ideal patients and enhance engagement through your social media platforms. So it's good to have events like this one where you can talk about it on social media. So I like to have a focus, something we can work on in the next 4 to 6 weeks. And then also if you have like a webinar coming up, that's really good to teach your patients or teach the public about your services. Having a landing page dedicated to this is really important as well. So there's a number of ways that you can market digitally. Your Google My Business profile, very important, which includes the reviews that you have online. So all important ways to get the word out. So SEO, that's how you rank on Google. So when people search for your profession in your area, you want keywords that are going to rank high for you. That could be just simply setting up your ad campaigns to include those keywords. It could be adding negative keywords, words you don't want them to search for to find your clinic. You want those reviews, you want the videos, you want posts. You need all of that in order to have good SEO. I also like to write blog articles. When you write a blog article, it puts you out as an authority in your community. And then when people are searching, they're going to find those keywords and then be directed to your clinic through a call to action or a link in the blog article. So crafting effective digital ads requires defining your target audience and knowing what your goals are. Who are you looking to connect with? Who are you talking to? And then getting some help. Now, we've had help from Google ad experts. We're currently working on our Facebook ad campaigns. We've had marketing experts join us, people we've paid to optimize our ad campaigns, people we've paid to help us optimize our SEO. So we've learned a lot along the way. And at this point, we're providing advice to you just because we have so much experience in this area. So you want to track things like your impressions, not just on social media, but using your ads. You want to see how many people have clicked on your website, track those analytics. You want to see the conversions, how many people have clicked through and actually booked an appointment in your clinic, and you want to start to optimize those. You want to spend less to get better results. So you want a better percentage of click-throughs and bookings based on your ads. The power of webinars. I think webinars are great because you get to share knowledge like this with people and they get a deeper dive into what you know. You don't have to get too complicated at a webinar, especially an introductory one like this one, but you want to build trust and you want to convert attendees into patients, or in our case, into clients. So webinars are an excellent way to build trust and establish authority in your field. By engaging with attendees through questions and answers, you can definitely convert interested individuals into loyal patients, enhancing your clinic's overall growth. So a wonderful way to connect with people in the community. If your practice is local, which most of yours are, then you want to target market just your local area. And that's a very important way to narrow down the exposure to your community. You don't need to be nationwide or state or province wide. You just want to target market your local area because that's where most of your clients are going to come from. So having that in your ad campaign, that local targeting, is going to be a very effective way of spending your money and getting a good return. You want to create engaging online workshops. So beyond the webinar, you want to offer a deeper dive into the topic. So what I'm going to offer you today is a masterclass where you can join us for the next 4 weeks, and we're going to teach you these concepts more in depth. So if you want to know more about Google Ads, if you want to know more about Facebook ads, if you want to know more about SEO or getting referrals, or how should you market on social media, that's what we'll be spending our time on in the next 4 weeks. This is going to expand your patient base. It's going to expand your revenues so you can spend more of that money on advertising and just grow and grow and grow. It'll become exponential as time goes on. Some essential resources you need for effective marketing. We're going to share that in our mastermind groups. Software that you can use to make it a little easier to do your marketing on social media. Consultations to help your Google ads and Facebook ads. We're going to talk about ways to rank higher in SEO, all very important tools to market your practice. Now, for success stories in digital marketing, there's real examples of increased patient volumes and revenues in clinics. So clinics that embrace digital marketing strategies have reported significant growth. Many have seen a 20% increase in patient volume. We've definitely seen that and more, and a 30% rise in revenue within just a few months of implementing targeted online campaigns. Now, it can take some time once you start doing the work to get the results. In fact, on Google, we find when we start to make changes, there's a dip for 2 to 3 weeks. So it can be discouraging getting that dip, but then it'll rebound and you'll start to grow beyond what you were at before. So there has to be a bit of an investment in this process, but once it starts working, then you can reap the rewards from the effort that you put into it. So what are your next steps regarding your marketing toolkit? Well, number one, you can download the toolkit. We're going to send you an email as a follow-up to this webinar with a link to download the digital marketing toolkit. Just use that to get started. You can schedule a one-on-one consult with us. Often we'll offer you a free consult or a paid consult, depending on the type of service. So stay in our email marketing campaigns. Give us your email address, your mobile number. We're going to send out weekly reminders of different services and products we have to offer for you. And some of these are going to be consultations, like one-on-one consults to understand your practice better. You can join a mastermind group like the one I talked about earlier, where for 4 weeks in a row, we're going to talk about these topics more in depth. We're going to do a deeper dive into different ways you can market your practice. And then you want to measure results. So track your progress. You want to adjust your approach, little adjustments to see what kind of outcome. I kind of like to run it like an experiment. Just change one variable at a time, see what kind of effectiveness you have, track it on a spreadsheet just to see what kind of outcomes that you're getting with your marketing campaigns. So I hope you enjoyed this webinar today. It was a pleasure presenting it to you. I look forward to seeing you at one of our mastermind groups or on a one-on-one consultation in the future.